right.
All right.
One, two, three. Hi, everyone. I am joined here today by Lori, who is a fellow student in the Anchored certification program that I'm part of right now. So, Lori, thank you so much for being here today.
Well,
And
thank you.
please tell us about yourself and what you do.
Oh, thank you. So I am a spiritual director, and after a long corporate career, I started doing all sorts of spiritual exploration about 8 years ago. So I guide primarily women into a sacred space where they can explore fully who they are and live into that from a spiritual and energetic perspective.
Okay.
So that's me.
Wow. And what drew you to the Anchored program?
I drew myself to the Anchored program because I realized about a year ago that even with all this spiritual work I do and energy work I do, and I work with crystals and all sorts of things and sound, um, I was still holding myself back. There were still mindset things, particularly limiting beliefs, and even some parts of me that were in conflict that were really holding me back. So I started this work, discovered Julie, who
Okay.
leads the Anchor program, and started doing that work myself just over a year ago and was floored at how quickly I started to shift. And so when I signed up for Anchored, like you, I was
Mhm.
one of the, right in there at the beginning, and continued that work into this year when we're actually students. I'm amazed at how it has changed how I show up, my confidence, and my clarity about who I am. So I was drawn to it because I needed it first and foremost to do the work myself.
Yeah.
And then realized very quickly that, boy, I could really help my clients not only do that spiritual exploration,
Hmm.
but then take it a step further with the mindset work. So that's what
Okay.
drew me here.
Awesome. So we're learning a lot in Anchored. I mean, NLP, the neuro-linguistic programming, time
Mhm.
techniques, EFT tapping, and hypnotherapy, as well as the life and
Mm.
success coaching. What has been the biggest surprise or the most useful to you so far?
I believe, just like I think you may believe, single belief change for me. Not only did it change me and my single belief change at the time, which that I worked on, which was that I was actually too old to be doing all this,
Okay.
is gone, right? But in addition, what was amazing to me was that how quick it happened. So
Mm.
I learned so much about how our minds work and the patterns in our mind and the representations we have in our brain that I really was never aware of. So it's opened up a whole new world of, wow, it's much easier for me to now recognize in myself when I hear those stories where they're coming from, right? That they are literally just stories. So, um, that to me has been a lot of fun, actually, a lot of many aha moments, but
Mm.
so dovetails in with the other work I do as well. I've actually had people, friends, tell me that I have changed a lot in the past couple of months, and I know it's
Interesting.
because of yeah, I know it's because of this program, because of my own personal transformation. So it's always fun to
That
hear.
is quick work and
Yeah.
amazing.
And I
I'm
can't
just
wait
gonna
for hypnotherapy. That was
Okay,
what
I
drew
was just gonna
me.
ask you,
Yeah,
like,
that was
what are you
really
looking most forward to?
hypnotherapy. That's
Okay,
actually what drew me in more than the neurolinguistic programming, because I always thought NLP was like a salesy thing. Like, oh, this is the way they manipulate words for sales. I didn't
right.
realize until I was in this program what it really was. And how important it is from a foundational perspective to really
Hmm.
have that before you move into the hypnotherapy. So, putting these kind of building blocks together and building a foundation has been yeah, it's been a lot, very fun, but I love to learn too, so it's
Me
been a
too.
learning experience.
Me too. I love that about you, that we're like the lifelong
Yeah, it's
learners.
lifelong. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So how are you going to use all of our anchor training going forward?
This has been something that's been on my mind a lot because I do want to offer a program for clients. And I currently work with people over a series of meetings. But what I'm going to do is combine the two together. So, for example, as a spiritual director, which I have been now for a while, we tend to be like anti-coaching in that we are very much present to what's coming up in the moment.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have a destination in mind
I
per
see. I
se,
see.
right? It's whatever's coming up energetically and spiritually to be explored.
Okay.
So putting a bit of a shift on it now is when I meet with clients, it's like, let's identify something specific to work on. And we can work on it in different ways. We can work on it energetically and spiritually, but now we can also create an achievable outcome and use these other tools to help kind of interlock the transformation so
Yes.
that it's not only on an energetic and spiritual level, but now it's also on a mindset level. And do that over a series of meetings. So it is a bit of a shift for me, but
Okay.
also makes a lot of sense. So I'm excited to start to integrate this work this year.
Very exciting. We have a few more months until graduation, but it's an amazing journey and
Already
I look
starting.
forward to seeing where
Yeah.
you take it. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see how you integrate it all. It's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, it's right there. And I'm already starting with my clients.
Okay.
Um, so they don't necessarily realize it, but I am starting to notice not only the opportunities, but ways I can start to bring some of the languaging in, right? And some of the and even the nonverbal types of communication that we've learned.
Yep.
So I'm also a wedding officiant, so I use the rapport building a lot as
That,
well.
yeah,
Yeah, which is fun. So.
that does sound fun. Well, Lori, thank you so much. How can people get in touch with you?
So you can uh, check out my website. It's loriingram.com. And
I'll
I'm
put a
also
link to that
on,
below.
you'll put that below. I'm also on Instagram at Rev Lori Ingram, because I'm also a minister, interfaith minister, and a YouTube channel,
Okay.
which is at Lori Ingram. That's where I am primarily, those
Okay.
three
I will link
places.
all of
And I
those
also have
below.
yeah, yeah, and I have an email newsletter that people can sign up for. And about twice a week, I send out um, kind of an email message, which I type, but I also record a little voice message to my email subscribers as well, with kind of what's going on in my life and a little more personal items. So
Well, thank you so much, Lori. This has been
thank
great.
you.
And let's do this again in a few months and we'll see where we
We'll
both are and how much things have changed even further and like where we're going.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So I appreciate you and glad that
Yes,
we
I
met.
appreciate you too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.